boxing, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
How do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes out right around the 39.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
2 yards.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks him, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Colin Johnson, 33 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson, rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's 17-7.
Makes this Washington 17. 49ers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 75 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
It is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, Watson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Watson on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
For Washington. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
19-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes this Washington 31. 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the option. 47 yards on the ground.
47 yards.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This is Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
at their own 6-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Kendall Fuller.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Xavier Howard on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And my goodness, another. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And brought down, but not before they're in.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, on, must be the shoes. Must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit.